What's up? My name's Cam. I am kind of a mentor, I guess. I teach people a lot of personal tactics and business stuff, help people start businesses and change what's up here, right? So Thursday evening, I have a long weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, and I'm excited out here walking in the woods. And today I want to talk about how to stop worrying and just kind of deal with overthinking, right? And I am a notorious overthinker. Always have been, always will be. I'm Irish and Italian. I'm from Boston. I used to just start thinking right at the bottom. I would immediately go to the worst case scenario and say, yeah, that's probably the most likely thing. And then I would work my way back up. But the things that I've learned from reading a lot of books, working with a lot of coaches and mentors myself, and being a civilian and having been in the military and doing some really cool stuff there, is that your level of overthinking is actually one of your best gifts, right? Like the ultimate tool that you have is your focus. And the ultimate asset that you always have, it's your mind. And if you can train your mind to work for you in the background, in your subconscious brain, and it's empowering you or thinking about everything, that's awesome. But a lot of people can't deal with overthinking and anxiety and overwhelming thoughts because you don't know how your brain works. So I'm going to tell you, your brain is hardwired to keep you alive. It's hardwired to sense fear and danger and things that can kill you in your environment because it wants to stay alive. Your brain is trying to do you a favor by recognizing things that can kill you, giving you anxiety, telling you to worry about this, telling you to worry about that. And if it didn't work that way, you would probably take a left into oncoming traffic and not be on TikTok tomorrow, okay? So understand that your brain is hardwired to keep you alive. And because it's always trying to sense fear and tell you about that, it spikes your nervous system. And you have two different kinds of nervous systems. Most people think it's the sympathetic and parasympathetic, but actually it's the autonomic and the other one that I can't really remember right now. But the two primary ones that most people talk about, sympathetic, parasympathetic. Your parasympathetic nervous system is your rest and digest. And this allows your brain and body to relax. It's when you're watching a movie, it's when you're eating food, it's when you're going to bed, it's when you're feeling safe and at home. And this is really good because you're not sensing fear and danger. You want to be there as often as you can, but because our world is designed the way that it is, most people's nervous systems are activated sympathetically, meaning that your fight or flight sensation is always microdosing norepinephrine into your body, right? That's adrenaline and cortisol, known as the stress hormones. Your adrenal glands are on top of your kidneys, and when you fire too much adrenaline into your system, you start to blow out your cortisol. Cortisol is also released alongside adrenaline to extend the half-life of adrenaline. And you feel this all the time, right? When someone doesn't text you back, when you fail a test, when you're just not having a good day, and you're like, oh my God, right? That kind of feeling all day, when you post something, you don't get enough likes, or somebody says something mean to you, you go into a fight or flight sensation where you either want to fight that person or run away. And your brain going back and forth like this from a fight or flight sensation, eventually it stops because it can only go back and forth so long. So when your brain stops, this is known as fawning, right? When you're in a sympathetic state, meaning fight or flight, and your brain stops, it fawns, it freezes. And this is actually what scientists believe ADHD is caused from. You put a kid who wants to fight his teacher and run away from school, and you force him to sit there and be quiet and try to learn, his brain keeps going back and forth till eventually it freezes. Now he can no longer learn. You as an adult, when you are constantly in a sympathetic state and you don't know whether to fight or leave, and you go back and you're overthinking, eventually you do the same thing. You freeze, and it's not helpful. So let's talk solutions, because before I end up ranting for 10 minutes. If you're still watching here, the solution is you have to induce a parasympathetic state, right? Be in the woods, going for a walk. You interrupt emotions by putting your body into motion, right? Emotion stands for energy in motion. That's it. And putting your body into motion, like me here, walking right now, I'm interrupting emotional thought patterns, allowing my brain to calm down, right? I walk a lot. This is how I reduce my overthinking. And I get away from the phone, right? And I allow my brain to be bored. You allowing your brain to be imaginative, right, and be bored is the best recipe for overthinking. Get away from your phone, get outside in the woods. Moving your body interrupts emotion. Emotion is just energy in motion. And when you allow yourself to be bored, you can think to the bottom of that well. You can think to the bottom of all of these things, and that's what you want. If you want to stop overthinking, stop inputting new shit into your brain from other people, i.e. your phone, i.e. TikTok, right? Curate your feed, allow yourself to be bored, and that is your cure for overthinking. If you want to work together, hit me up, send me a DM, click on the link in my bio, book an intro call, and I can help you rewire your brain. It's not easy, but this is probably the number one thing that I do for clients now. And I'm not cheap, but I know my shit. So if you want to learn, you want to change, you want to grow, invest in yourself, and let's talk. All right? Peace out.